BM English Speaking Radio Channel presents BM English Word of the Day. My name is Prachati and I'm your host for this episode. You are listening to episode number 180 of season 3. Today's word is primitive. Would you like to know what it means? It means very simple in design, very basic in terms of comfort or convenience, related to early stages of development or civilization, something with old or outdated features or qualities. With BM English Speaking Radio Channel, learn one new word every day and impress the world. In this English vocabulary lesson, you will learn how to use the word primitive. We are sure that this ESL lesson will help you to enhance your English vocabulary and speak English fluently and confidently. Primitive is spelled as P-R-I-M-I-T-I-V-E. The word primitive is used to indicate a thing or a method which does not have any advanced features. It is very basic in design. The word primitive is also related to an older or outdated object. For example, the farmers have realized that primitive methods of agriculture are obsolete now and they are switching over to modern technology. Listen carefully how we can use the word primitive in 8 different situations in 8 different sentences. Example number 1 of 8. The Chief of Education Board visited a school in a village. He observed that the infrastructure in the school was very primitive. After returning to the head office, he invited consultants to draw up a blueprint for upgradation of the same. Moving on to example number 2 of 8. The auditors inspected the newly constructed tower and submitted the report. The most adverse remark in the report was that the installed fire safety system was quite primitive. The authorities made it mandatory for the builder to set it right at the earliest. Wow, isn't this a relevant example? Moving on to example number 3 of 8. Earlier, the primitive man used to hunt or gather food with hands. However, over a period of time, he started using tools for various purposes. Let us understand example number 4 of 8. A group of people were stranded on an island due to heavy storm in the sea. It was very difficult for the rescuers to reach. Therefore, in the meantime, the people on the island built a structure in a primitive style as a shelter. What is common between Economic Times, DNA newspaper and Zee Marathi? All these top media houses have covered success stories of BM English speaking professionals who have learned to speak English fluently and confidently. Do check our testimonial section on our website www.bmconsultantsindia.com. Example number 5 of 8. There are many parts in the world where a large number of lives are lost due to primitive healthcare facilities available locally. United Nations and many other social organizations have been relentlessly working to overcome this problem. Moving on to example number 6 of 8. BK School organized a nature camp for its students. The amenities at the camp were very primitive. This taught the students how to adjust in a natural environment and create some comfort for themselves. Example number 7 of 8. The Community Cooperative Bank merged with a larger corporate bank. Originally, the financial systems at the cooperative bank were primitive in nature. This necessitated a complete transformation of the older systems. Let us understand example number 8 of 8. The communication methods at the beginning of the 20th century were sluggish and primitive. A letter sent from one country to another would take a couple of months to reach. Later, the arrival of telephony improved the speed of communication. Today we learnt the word primitive, which means very simple in design, very basic in terms of comfort or convenience, related to early stages of development or civilization, something with old or outdated features or qualities. Can you frame 3 sentences with primitive and type in the comments box? We are waiting. We are sure this lesson has helped to improve your English vocabulary and speak fluent English. You can download the script of this episode and all our episodes from www.bmenglishspeakingradio.in. Stay tuned for new English vocabulary lessons. We are on a mission to train 1 crore Indians in English fluency. This was episode number 180 of 200 BM vocabulary episodes that we have planned. Kindly note that we will be publishing 1 vocabulary episode daily at 6 a.m. Indian Standard Time. So meet you tomorrow at 6 o'clock with a new word. Till then, take care.